Well, good morning, all you crazy YouTubers out there. Good morning from Devil Anse Hatfield's backyard. Good morning. How about that? Danny and I, we're not young anymore, so we're taking our pills this morning. Danny went to get his thyroid pill, and I gotta break out the stomach pills here in a second. We ain't young no more, are we, Danny?
Now I gotta take Nexium too. The stomach pill.
I got Prilosec. I brought some Prilosec.
I tell you, the older you get, you just fall apart.
I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you, man. Fall apart at the seams. You gotta eat pills every morning. But it was an awesome night. It was a little bit cool. It got down to about 50, yeah, say 50, 55, something like that. It got pretty cool. But I was really comfortable. Were you comfortable, Danny?
Yeah, I was, as long as I was in my blanket. I was good.
Yeah, you stick an arm out.
I'm not used to this. You'll get me used to this before I winter, won't you?
But anyway, we're gonna, here in a little while, we're gonna eat our breakfast pills. Here in a little while, we're gonna go down to the graveyard where Devil Anse is buried at, and I've got a story or two to do down there for our channel. And then a little bit later, Danny and I are going to go to a really cool spot. I don't know if I've mentioned it or not. It's Devil Anse. It's a rock that Devil Anse Hatfield is famous for, a legend that supposedly happened there. And I guess I'll wait till we get there and then tell you. Better than, tell you here. We'll tell you when we get there. But anyway, I guess I'm going to get off here and have some coffee and take some pills and all this good stuff and get ready for a fun-filled day of adventure. Okay, guys, we made it. This one is one of the ones I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've been wanting to come here. And when Danny and I decided we was going to do, hey, you video me, I'm videoing you.
Yeah.
Decided that we was going to come over and camp at Devil Anse's house and, doing some stories and stuff. This is one, we've got to go to the Devil's Backbone Rock Formation. And this spot, guys, I'm just going to be honest with you. You would not believe what we had to go through to get up here. This is part of the Hatfield McCoy Trail system. This is on the Devil Anse system, and it's up Trail 66. It's at the Trail 66 ends right there. That's the end of it right there. But anyway, what I was saying, you guys would not believe. Now, you can't just come up here in any old vehicle. You have to have, you got to have a side-by-side dirt bike, ATV, something like that. It is, part of a trail system. It's supposed to be rough. It's not, this little part right here is about the only level part we came up.
It is rough.
We'll video some of it going back down, so y'all how steep this place really is, what it took to get here. We came up and we'll take the easy way. We'll go up a green trail. We start up the green trail, guess what? Great big tree down. Okay, fine then. We'll take the hard way. So we circle around to a black trail, Trail 81. We'll just go up 81. We start up through there. Great big boulder had rolled out. It's right in the middle of the trail. I looked over at Danny. I said, I know another one that ain't on the map.
You did.
We came on up and caught the other one. And we had to tie 3 or 4 trails together, crisscross a few. But by God, we made it. We're here. Now, there's a goat that lives here. He's obviously here, but who knows? He's probably off somewhere, most likely eating something. He's a goat. That's more or less all they do is eat. But it's a good place for it. You can hear, there's all kinds of acorns, you know, you can hear the stuff falling, you can hear it all around you. What you're looking at, though, and get to the point, right? What you are looking at right now, that big tall rock formation right there, and this one right here, okay? This is the Devil's Backbone Rock Formation. According to legend, okay, and I'm gonna leave it at legend, because there's not really a whole lot of definitive proof either way. This really is legend, and even the sign hints at it. I'll show you in a second. According to legend, Devil Anse Hatfield, he eluded, outgunned, however you want to put it, an entire company of Union soldiers from this very rock. According to legend, now this a company, I looked this up, it's anywhere from 80 to 225 people in a company of soldiers. And supposedly, he held off the entire company all by himself from right up there. Now, I can see that. It's legend. And let me show you something. Right here on the sign here. Devil's Backbone Rock Formation. It was here that Devil Anse Hatfield, patriarch of the Hatfield family, is said to have single-handedly fended off a company of Union soldiers. Is said to have. We checked. It's the Department of Highways owns all of this. And what's in blackberries, Danny? We got to look at that. But that looks wild. But this is the Department of Highways that owns this. Now, to be honest, to be point blank, Danny and I, Danny's brought his wicked metal detectors, but we didn't bring them because, like I said, this is Department of Highways owns this. I looked. West Virginia Tax Viewer. It's called website, West Virginia Property Tax Viewer, and it'll tell you who owns it, all kinds of stuff about it. Department of Highways owns this, so we can't metal detect it. We have the means with us, not here at the camp, back at Devil Anse's house with the metal detectors. We have the means to put this to bed one way or the other. If there's, say, 80 to 225 people, counting Devil Anse, you're talking 81 to 226. Okay. Maple leaf. I've never seen them flowering like that. That's cool.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I like that app, too, by the way.
That's cool.
I had a lot of people ask about that. It's called, what was it called again? Picture This?
Yeah, picture this.
That's what I thought.
Real cool.
It'll tell you what plants you're looking at.
Trees, mushrooms, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, really cool. Really cool, guys. Really cool little app to have.
Make a dummy look smart, right?
I can see where someone could hold off. I honestly believe I could hold off 80 people from up there. I truly believe that if I had the ammo, if I had the weapons, and I'm up on that rock, you're not going to come and get me. I just about guarantee you can't get me. But if there was that many people here and they're all firing bullets at each other, I guarantee you there's thousands of bullets up there, ain't they?
Guarantee it. It wouldn't take long to find out if this is true or
right.
not.
Danny and I actually have the means with us to put this legend to bed one way or the other. But we legally can't do it. Imagine that. I mean, as much as we love history,
right,
and all this kind of stuff, and right here we're faced with something right now that is a legend, supposedly, but it's one that we have the means to pretty definitively say yes or no, this is true or not true, but we can't do it because we're not allowed. Imagine that. It's like you can save the world, but you're not allowed to.
Right.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take long. Within about 30 minutes to an hour, we'd know.
I know. You'd have the answer really quick. Because if all that happened up here, if Devil Anse really was on top of that rock, and say ballpark 100, whatever, 100, we'll just say 100, company of soldiers were down here firing, There's bullets all through here that a metal detector would pick up. Now, how cool is that? A real cool story, isn't it?
So more likely than there'd been soldiers killed here.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Well, if he's up there shooting, I mean, you know, I'm sure you could ping.
Yeah.
You know, you're shooting downhill. You've got high ground. You've got, you know, superiority. You know, you've got ground superiority over everyone else.
Good. Looks like a good rattlesnake den too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I bet you there's some snakes in there somewhere. I just about bet you there's a rattlesnake looking at us right now. Wow. I can't believe I made that there. That's a wicked climb, though, wasn't it?
You scared me.
That's a wicked climb coming up here. There were ruts. There was ruts. I ain't even going to say it. Danny, show them how deep the ruts were.
They were so deep.
There are ruts up there bigger than my wheels are.
You fell in that, we'd still be in there.
Yeah, we'd still been stuck.
You'd had that winch took to something.
Well, my winch don't work. My control box is out. Yeah, my winch is broke down right now.
Got us from
yeah, wait till we get up here and tell, oh yeah, the winch don't work.
Y'all see when we go off the hill what this sometimes looks like.
Yeah, we'll video some of this. We go back down, man. It is crazy going back down. You'll see. Or coming up. Yeah, coming up pretty crazy too. But anyway. Listen. Boom. 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 Falling everywhere, ain't they?
They are.
But this is as far as you can go. The sign right there actually says, do not walk past this point. It's all private property. Which most of the trails are. They're all private property, and, you know, the trail authority just gets authorization, you know, to cross your land, that sort of thing. And that's basically how the trail system works, more or less. You know, the trail authority, they don't really own the trails. You know, they own a few little places here and there, but that's about it. The rest of it, it's all privately owned, local people, you know, who support it, you know, support adventure and, you know, the financial aspects, of course, you know, I'm sure of that, but, you know, there's big money. There's a lot of money coming in and out of tourism. You know, people renting places, renting side-by-sides and trail passes, you know, the trail authority.
People trying to camp up here, haven't they?
Probably, yeah. They got a sign that specifically says no camping or overnight parking. So I'm guessing they probably have had it. But there ain't a whole lot of people who have been up here. There's actually very few. You have to have a side-by-side or an ATV or a bike. There's no way you could get a truck up here. You know, there's just no truck that is going to make it up here. You have to have a side-by-side or something. So, like I said, let
me tell you something. He's went through something today just to get here. This ain't been no real easy task.
No, it ain't been no cherry picking, has it?
He gets into his videos, I'm going to tell you that. He goes to an ordeal just to get there.
Whatever it takes, man. Hunt the start through hell if need be. Chase him out the other side.
This thing looked beautiful when I seen it earlier.
Yeah, it was spotless earlier. That was fun, though. I enjoyed that. I liked that. That was some fun trails. I've done some of these. I've had trail riders up through here, but I've never came up this way. You know, we've always went out toward the Ellis and Hatfield Cemetery, or, you know, something like that. And this is the first time that I've ever been up here. So yeah, thank you, Danny. Thank you for giving me a reason to come up here, brother.
Thank you for bringing me, brother. Appreciate it.
Beautiful, isn't it? Just look at this. Let me kind of pan around here just a little bit. That's the trail coming in. And you can see mountains right there. We're up on top, and all of the other mountains are even with us or less. So, and you can see the mountaintop going right around through there. And she just kind of meanders back over onto this side. And that's, in theory, Devil Anse's original hiding place. The one up by the house, his old house where Jack lives at. this was supposedly the precursor to that. You know, he found him a highly defensible place way up on top of a mountain where you ain't gonna get him.
He was a true mountain man, wasn't he?
Yes, sir, he really was. To make it up here, I mean, there wasn't no trail. As rough as we had it easy. We rode.
Yeah.
He climbed it on foot.
This is in the sticks.
Yeah, yeah. He climbed this the hard way. We came up in a side-by-side.
I wonder how he got all the ammunition he would need here. Maybe
I
he
would
had it
say,
stashed at
that's
one
what I was
time?
getting ready to say. He probably had her stashed, if the story's true. You know, if you had, say you've got, you know, like panic rooms. People build panic rooms.
Right.
You know, you have food and water and bullets and everything you'll need, you know, in your panic room to come back out. And that was sort of like 100 years ago panic room for somebody. And the one across from Jack's, in theory, would be, you know, this is where he got the idea to build the hideout across the street from Jack's house. This is where the whole plan came from, was right here. In theory, if it's true. You know, near the top, where they're aiming at his head.
I'd say he's probably back around here,
Yeah.
that level spot around the edge of that cliff.
That's what I was thinking. If you're up on top of that rock, there's a big boulder. I don't know if y'all can see it through the tree. Yeah, I guess you can. It's right there. If you were to get up on top of that boulder right there, brother, I can just tell you right now, you ain't going to get me out of there.
We're going to go up and do a video up there.
Yeah. Oh, Danny, you all time want me to climb. Everybody all time got to climb a mountain.
That's steep, isn't it? That is. We ain't got no rope, do we?
I got a toe strap. I can tow you up there.
That's a good little farm.
Yeah, yeah, it's straight up, ain't it? It's straight up. But I mean, it's not even like you could sneak up on this side because you've got this big cutoff right there.
He's got it all.
I mean, this is the only way up. Any other way, and you're not going to make it, and you're going to get your head shot off trying to go up right here.
I can just imagine. Yeah, that side over there, they're not going to come up on that left side. That's
Right, because you got that big. You know, you come up to a 20-foot wall. Now what?
Yeah. Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah. If the story is true, this is a brilliant place to do it.
Yeah.
You know, just the fact that they're going to even find you up here, that is pretty cool. I like that. What do you think?
I never seen nothing like it. That's real cool.
I'm glad you like it.
I am, buddy. I like that. Never had heard of it before. I've heard of, you know, the movie, the first intro of the movie. If you remember, when he's fighting, it comes up Devil's Backbone.
Right, that's supposedly here, but there's another Devil's Backbone, exact same name. It's down your way, down near Pinnacle. And it's the folded, and I was telling you last night, the folded rocks, how underground they'll fold, and then it comes up and stuff washes away. You can see the folds of the rock.
Right.
And the tops of them looks like dragons going off into the distance.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, this is supposedly, I don't know why there's two places called Devil's Backbone that are within an hour or so.
But we do know why this one's called Devil's Backbone.
Yeah,
right?
no doubt. This is the devil's last stand, is what this was intended to be. He intended this to be his last stand. When they come for me, I'll just go up on Devil's Backbone, and by God, they can't get me there.
I can understand why they can't. Now,
I agree.
You'd have to be here to know, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would, to get a lay of the land, you know, to see all this stuff, and, you know, I'm sure your average person, you know, comes up here, they read the sign, you know, and, you know, if you don't know all of the other details, you know, about his military service record and, you know, and all this kind of stuff, you know, when he left the Civil War and came back here and all this kind of thing, you know, it's kind of difficult to put two and two together, you know, without, you've only got 1, 2. But anyway, I guess we're going to head on down here in a minute and start back down the mountain, and we'll video some of the trail. I'll let Danny video some of the trail,
Yeah, you keep both hands on the wheel,
yeah,
please.
I'll be kind of occupied at the time. At work. Working, brother. I'm working.
You're working, I'm telling you.
It's a cool job, man. This is a really cool job.
Somebody's got to do it, Leo.
I know it's rough, man. Somebody's got to do it. It's rough, you know. All this adventure and fun, and you know, yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
I can see.
I guess we're gonna, I don't know, maybe poke around just a little bit, look around, and load up here in a minute, and head back down. We'll show y'all some of the trail stuff, some of this crazy junk as we head back down. Great big old ruts from rocks and just steep, ain't it?
Oh, yeah.
Had to put it in 4-wheel drive. I never have to put that thing in 4-wheel drive. If I'm towing somebody up something steep, I'll hit 4-wheel drive, but it's very, very, very rare that I even put it in 4-wheel drive.
I can understand places you go, bud. Phew.
It was just lucky, too. It was just lucky. I happened to know about that one other... Yeah. Just dumb luck. I
happened. You right back on the trail, didn't it?
Well, I happened to see it. You know, I've been by here going up to the Ellis and Hatfield Cemetery. And I just happened to see that pup. I know there's another way. I know another way. Ain't on the map.
You see quite a bit of people do come here.
Yeah, you can see the tracks and stuff. There's been a few side-by-sides. You can see that's silverbacks. That's Maxus Bighorn 2s. Carnivores.
Motorcycle tracks.
Yeah, dirt bike tracks. I've been doing this a little bit too long. I can look at tracks and identify the tires.
And sound, too. You can tell by the sound of them.
Yeah, if they're still stock. If it's a stock machine, I can tell you that's an X3, a Talon, a Cant, whatever. If they're still stock, brother, I can tell them from a mile away.
You've heard a lot of it during your
years over the years, you know. Over the years, you just hear it, you know, and you just get used to that sound. But one of them, a Defender, Lord, I know them from anywhere. I'd know one of them anywhere. I've heard that sound. We've been through a lot, ain't we, baby? That's right. We sure have, honey. Daddy loves her.
Miles,
14,000. That's her name. I call her Baby.
Baby.
I call her Baby. It's Daddy's baby.
Now, Boney's going to get upset with you.
I don't call him Baby. He's a dude.
He's a dude.
That's a girl. All right. Well, I'm going to set the camera down. Maybe look around just a little bit. Get a Coke out, have a cold drink or something before we head back out. Just thought we would come up here and show this to you guys. Hope you like it. Well, we'll see you back at the next place. Well, actually, we'll see you on the trails going back down. We'll show you some of this crazy stuff we just did. So, we ain't done yet, y'all.
Okay, here we go. We're getting ready to drop off here just in a second, aren't we?
Yeah. The world's about to drop away, ain't it? Down we go.
Oh, this is where it drops off right here. You tightened them bolts up good yesterday when you had it apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I had the whole suspension off.
Oh, don't talk about that right now. Here I am back in God's country with you, and you've had us all front end pulled from out.
I did mention my brakes are bad, right? I need brakes. Did I mention that?
No, you never.
Fairwater tree.
dug up through here a while ago.